What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Marquee Sports here, man. It's your boy Mark, and I have an exciting film review today of one of my new favorite players. I might be saying this a lot, but this kid is somebody I've been tracking for a long time. He's an absolute stud, and it is none other than Xavier Restrepo. Let me tell y'all something about this kid, man. I was surprised by just how good he was. Slot receiver, wide receiver, Miami Hurricanes. A lot of really, really good things to love. We're going to dive into the film. We're going to talk about, some of the pros, the cons, all that good stuff. So give the channel a little subscribe, hit the like button for help me out with them algorithms. I guess that is a thing. So I'd appreciate that. And let's get right to it. All right, guys. So Xavier Restrepo is wide receiver out of obviously from the Miami Hurricanes. He measured in at 6 foot, 200 pounds at the Senior Bowl, 9.25 inch hands. So solidly built. And actually, there's some crazy videos of like the dudes. I don't want to be talking about like dudes' bodies, but it's the draft. I mean, the dude's lower body, his legs are, he's very, very well built. You can tell he's super strong, especially in the lower body. Somebody that had 69 catches, over 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. He is Miami's all-time leader in receptions, yards, and tight ends. Now, think about that historic franchise, with guys like Santana Moss and Andre Johnson and all sorts of ballers that played receiver down there. It's pretty damn impressive to be the all-time leader across the board. Extremely consistent, extremely durable, and really, really liked what I saw from Xavier Restrepo, and a lot of comps that we'll talk about as well. So some of the pros, some of the things that you love, and you'll be able to see here on the film, is the short area quickness is ridiculous. This guy has got amazing footwork. He's a super smart, high IQ player. You can tell just his ability to find the gaps in the zone, manipulate guys off of the break. He's a super creative player, and he's very, very good yards after the catch. I mean, he creates a lot of yak. And he's extremely reliable, not just from a hand standpoint, but his durability throughout his career has been pretty solid. Some of the, cons is obviously he's a little bit undersized. He's not going to give you the elite, height, weight, and length that you would expect for, a true number one receiver in the NFL, but that's not what he is. His top end speed is limited for sure. And he is strictly a slot receiver, which for my Denver Broncos, I love. And there's a lot of teams, I think 32 teams in the NFL, obviously, can benefit greatly from a really, really good slot receiver. And that is exactly what he is. Of the 69 catches that he had this season, 58 of them were in the slot. So that is just what he does. And he creates separation and he toasts dudes all day long. So let's go ahead and start with this one. Now, I'm going to let the film play out and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about it. So he's typically always going to be in the slot. He's on the slot on the bottom of the screen, but that's always where he is. And he rocks number 7. So I love this, and this is ridiculous. And I love it for a couple different reasons, but you'll see it better actually from the end zone angle, and we'll really be able to break it down. You're not going to be able to see it as good here. You'll see the catch, but you'll start to see the part of the route at the end. But check out how ridiculous this catch is. Filthy. It is. I mean, dude is, see if I can get it. It's not letting me. But what I like about it, even from this angle, kind of going back a little bit, is I love how, he runs the up route. He stops at the break. He runs a beautiful out route, stops, comes back with his quarterback, and then makes a ridiculous catch. I mean, he was literally vertical. So you got to love his ability to just, run a really crisp route and then understand what the quarterback's doing and run with him. Always something that I like. And you see a lot of these really solid receivers be able to do that. Let's see this one. And this I like. This one I like a lot because it's one of those where I hope that you can see it pretty decently. I'm going to go ahead and try to I'm going to go ahead and start it again here. Top of the break release. Sorry, guys. I don't edit none of my videos, so we're just going to roll with all the mistakes. I appreciate it. Let me just run that back real quick. All right. So, yeah, he's going to be in the slot. You can see he's going to run it up. He's going to sell the fact that he's going deep really, really well, and then just, boom, turns his hips. The ball's thrown late. He still makes a really, really good contested catch there. So something that you got to love. Now, this one, guys, This next one, this thing was trending on Twitter for a long time and all over the internet. This is ridiculous. So we'll break this one down because this is just wild stuff. So he's going to be at the slot at the top. You'll be able to see it better. But he goes up, runs a super crisp route, just catches it, boom, jukes a guy out of his shoes and takes off running, right? So you can see his shiftiness is amazing. But let me tell you why this thing was trending, and this is crazy. So you'll be able to break it down a little bit better here from this angle. All right, come on, guys, let's go. All right, here it goes. So he's going to run a really nice route, which we can see on the last one, just wide open. Comes in. Watch number 20. You see number 20 right next to him there on the left? Boom, goes out. And then, good night. He's sleeping. Not sleeping, but he's injured completely, which is never a funny thing. But Xavier Restrepo on this play tore that guy's ACL. His name is Asa Smith. A-S-A Smith. He's about to go into his 7th year of college eligibility. Just a random fun question. He tore his ACL on that play because Xavier Restrepo literally shook the dude out of his shoes. Ridiculous stuff. Let's watch it again. This thing takes forever. That's the thing I've noticed about Miami. They take forever to snap the ball. Boop. Able to get himself an additional, 25 yards down the field. Ridiculous. And one more thing I wanted to highlight here. Check out this route. He goes out, fakes the out route, boom, back in, gets open, and then just takes it upfield. So he's a ridiculous route runner so far of all the receivers that I've done, and there hasn't been a whole bunch. But of a lot of the receivers that I've watched, he's by far the best route runner. The most crisp route runner that I've seen in this draft class so far. And to be honest with you, because he's a pure slot and he's somebody that in the slot you just got to do very specific routes very, very well. He does them all really well. I don't think that there'll be anybody that's more refined as him. So let's check this out. This one I like because he actually threw a ball. You're going to see they put him in motion. They toss it to him. He runs and he says, oh, he's going to throw it to him. And it was actually a much better throw than what you had seen on this angle. Let's watch it from here. As Miami takes forever to snap it. It's actually not a bad throw. I just wanted to add it in there because I thought this was funny. But hey, man, receivers got to catch that. That's not a bad throw. All right, so this one I like about what Xavier Restrepo does here, and I'll show you it from the tight, is, I mean, the dude just fell down in the middle of the field. You see that little break that he had there? He sells the deep post, the deep out, the corner, kind of the post corner, and then boom, comes back. So you got to love, that's a hell of a route. And then he makes a really, really nice catch, which you'll see better. Sometimes this coach's film sucks, especially in college. It's not ideal, at least from the place that I've seen this particular model from, with some random guy on Patreon. Boom. But I'm waiting to get some of the better clips and the better copies to sign up for my buddy David. David Talks Broncos. Check out his channel actually while we got it here. He's got a really great subscription to be able to get all these all 22 films on Guru Film Room, and you get not only a lot of really great content and good clear video, but you're able to actually search guys and watch the specific cut-ups of the players. So I'm just wrapping up a few different things with the current subscription that I got, and I can't wait to start using his, and you guys will be able to see a difference in the quality there too. So check it out. I'll link it down below in the description. All right, let's stuff. And then this one is the most ridiculous of all ridiculous because it's kind of a good and a bad, and I wanted to get this off of a different film. But this one was crazy because you're going to see here. So they're going to put Restrepo there in motion. He's going to go out, and he's actually going to lose his footing here. So you see he falls, and he makes the catch on his back to be able to get the first down. And that was on 4th down. So he gets up. He's like tapping, my bad. Falls on his back and still is able to make the catch. So those are just some things that you love. But overall, guys, I love this dude. I think he's a super good player. He's absolutely 100% a day 2 guy at the latest. I do not see him going anywhere near day 3. So he'll be a 2nd or a 3rd rounder. Might even potentially sneak into the top of the 1st. Who knows? Because every team's going to have their own, flavor when it comes to the type of receiver that they're looking for. Purely a slot. When it comes to my Denver Broncos, he's a perfect fit. I mean, we talked about Chris Godwin in the free agency and why he's a perfect fit because of his ability to work the slot. Restrepo is strictly a slot guy, but he could work the middle of the field. He's a chain mover. He's someone Bo Nix would absolutely love. And, it could offset a lot of the lack of tight end productions that we have. So love the dude. Check him out. He's as strong as nails. Not going to run very fast. He's not going to, have the craziest measurables and all that. But the perfect player comp. People always, they want to talk about, Cooper Kupp is one. It's kind of the lazy argument. There is some Cooper Kupp to his game for sure. But man, oh man, does he remind me of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Measurables are almost the same. They're both built very similarly, not very tall, but super strong, just jacked. And Restrepo will get down and dirty in the blocking game, just like Amon-Ra St. Brown will too. So I think if he's used right and if he's getting a lot of volume as a slot receiver, he's definitely a 100+ catch a year guy in the NFL. Ain't no doubt about it. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what other film reviews you guys want me to break down, and I will do my best to get y'all covered. Till then, guys, stay tuned and spend time with those you love the most, as always, and peace out.